right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, Lauletta. They'll find the rookie from UCLA. It's Jordan Lasley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. The first carry for Trenton Cannon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get. Started.
No chance, no chance.
Now a play fake, and it's Lauletta. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 38.
Watch you now, Barney.
Now the first running back drafted this year, it's Saquon Barkley, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, here's Lauletta. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. From SC, it's Ronald Jones. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go! Brand 38!
They go play action. Kaiser. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And he's brought down after a good game. 23 yards on the play.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Kaiser on first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's got room. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Now here's Lawletta. His pass caught at the 4. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Jackson now to return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The Giants and Bucs, these two teams, they met in Week 4 last year in Tampa Bay, and it was Nick Folk with a game-winning field goal, 25-23, and at the time, that sent New York to 0-4.
And how about the last two to get them to 0-4? Lost on a 61-yard field goal at the buzzer by Philadelphia kicker Jake Elliott, and then they lose this one to Nick Folk in Tampa.
Yeah, and then, of course, everyone knew the rest of the story, a season that Giant fans would like to forget. A second down throw now for Kaiser. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On third down, Kaiser. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. It put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Lauletta after the interception. Going up top. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 2nd down, here's Barkley, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes.
Leopard! Gone! Hot!
This is 3rd and long. Here's Lauletta. And he'll spot Lashley open, left side complete. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands,
the speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Here's Lauletta. And his throw is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
All right, now, look at 56.
Coming off play action, Lauletta. This is caught. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And Rosas puts this one through. And that will make our score 9-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? They made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Alec Ogletree able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Here we go. What? Flex round. Flex round.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Right side caught by Jackson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Kaiser now. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got it first and goal at the 6. They come out here in the I. Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second and goal from the 1.
Here we go. What?
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. New York set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lauletta again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Lauletta now to throw it. Open man right side is Ingram. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Play action now. Kaiser. Being chased out left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Well, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Lucky 56. Green, 39.
On 2nd and 10, Lauletta caught left side is Beckham. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
He finds Beckham complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Lauletta on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Leopard! Leopard!
Back to the air, Lauletta on 2nd down. He finds Lashley complete over the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. Green!
Lauletta back to the air. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Rosas puts this one through. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick. Right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
So out come the Bucs now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run now with Ware. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
To the ground, this time with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
They'll throw here. Kaiser. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Flex round. Flex round.
Kaiser to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. Pass incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch. There's the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. To the air again, Kaiser. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Fourth down, Kaiser, desperation time. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll throw again. Kaiser. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you meant fit. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, Lauletta. And he fends him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Kendall Beckwith. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Lauletta now on 2nd. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Vinny Curry in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So a big one coming now for Aldrick Rosas. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And the kick by Rosas is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a football player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down throw for Kaiser. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get into football.
To throw is Kaiser. Left side here, that's complete to Gywu. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Kaiser now to throw on first down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Leopard! No, check.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they're for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They're calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Lawletta on first down. Boy, stays up, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
No, check. Patriot! Gun!
Instead of a run, Lawletta wants to throw it. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Lawletta. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll run it with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
He'll look to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. He's back to throw. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphries. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Back to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. On is Chandler Catanzaro now for the Buccaneer field goal. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Raymond now on the return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win the game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They go play action here on 1st down. And that one taken in by Lashley. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 23 yards on the play. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this.
Detroit! Detroit!
To the air yet again, Lauletta. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's another second and goal, this time from half the distance closer. Again, Lauletta. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Jason Pierre-Paul. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, here's Lauletta. Now he's flushed out right, and that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Rosas puts this one through. And that will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in position.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game.
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked up by Alec Ogletree. And that's how this one ends in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. We thought this game would...